the same tyre, in the same car. Can they get the same launch? Away to turn one. Carroll's away again, really strongly. Steve Owen will go side by side with Cam Hill to turn one. He's on the wrong side there. Vernon third. Do they make it all through and on the run? Up towards turn two, up Watt Street on this long run up the hill. This time Steve Owen is a lot closer than in the previous race to the leader.
Yeah, I think his aim this race will be to hang right in the back of Cameron Hill, try and stay with him, and then if he gets a chance, take an opportunity to have a back at passing.
Aaron Ward there, down the inside on Luke Banner. Oh, it's tight when you go side by side with this run alongside the beach. Jonathan Webb, there he is, last year's Bathurst champ, back with us this weekend as one of our invited drivers. This is the corner that caused some drama earlier on, where drivers thought they'd try to sneak down the inside. Dylan Thomas, door open. Nick Carroll fills it. Thomas bumps the wall. And his car looks like it's really struggling to come up to pace. First in 11 laps, sorting themselves out, but top two have completely run away.
Yeah, that's right. And I think Steve is a lot closer this time. Cameron hasn't quite been able to skip away like he did last time. But I think it's, yeah, these two are clearly a lot faster than the rest of the field.
And this is the move. Ball down the inside. Contact behind. Thomas gets a hit on the way through. We're going to see lots of drama at that track in every category this weekend. At that corner, I should say. Down there side by side, coming out of the final turn, turn 12, onto the pit straight. Pit entry's just there to the left. That'll be interesting over the course of the day too. On board with Jonathan Webb. To the inside for turn one. Hangs on. Blue Banner's car. Modified. Not in a good way either.
Looks like he's been doing a bit of robbing with some of the other cars there, which might actually be affecting his straight line speed a little. As you can see, he's got someone else dragging up the other side of him there.
And that's Cameron Craig. He's going to get a helping hand here from Kane back to Smith, who in turn gets one from Jared Wiggy. All managed to get away with it. I thought someone was going to end up spun the other way. Back along the beach, no time to look at the scenery today in Newcastle. They're looking at the road, and that's it. And the car in front. It is a busy, busy racetrack. This is a brand new circuit for everyone this weekend, so it's a bit of a level playing field, but the fast drivers have figured it out quick. There are some of the guys who started down the back working their way through, but a replay to start. Hey, tell me, what's the best way to get one of these off the line? Is it bag full of revs, dump the clutch and go, or do you have to be careful?
Well, look, it's a bit of a balance. You need a certain amount of revs, and you need to bring the clutch up quite quickly, but obviously too many revs and too quick on the clutch, you're going to get a lot of wheel spin, so you really just want to punch off the line. Gear shifts have to be super fast. You've got not much horsepower compared to anyone else, so you need to make up little bits of time everywhere you can. Gear shifts are really important.
Replay here, so there's our top two just getting away. Vernon, there's Dylan Thomas just brushing the wall, and then down here at turn 11, Ball making a move. That's Slow Thomas, who was hit by Luke Banner, and they all went firing to avoid him. Then there was this touch up at turn two. Kane Baxter Smith got away with that one. What a replays. Hard to keep up with everything that's been going on.
It's been a very hectic start to this race. I think everyone's keen to make up positions as early as they can. And I think you can already see that some of the guys from the back are making their way through the field too.
On board with Steve Owen. Remember, he is this year's Pertec Enduro Cup champion alongside Chaz Mostert in the Super Cheap Auto Falcon. They had the most points over Sandown Bathurst at the Gold Coast. Is that your old car? 42? That's the one you run in the Toyota series, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I'm lucky I've been able to number the car. That's my number, 42. At first when I saw it there, I thought, oh, I'm supposed to be out there racing, but no, Steve's doing a great job in it. Yeah, he's really taken to it.
On board with Jonathan Webb. Reminds me of Oran Park a little bit, this section here, that little left kick in, a tighter left-hander. But at Oran Park, there used to be concrete wall, but not quite that close.
Oran Park was a fantastic track. And, yeah, the concrete walls that was very close on the exit of the last turn, but otherwise it was quite a nice flowing little track.
Great shot of the run down. Turn one, Cam Hill still leads the way. Across the line, drama here. Graham Smith is involved. Declan Fraser in 777, the teenager from Mackay, who avoided one of the incidents in the earlier race, but he's been hit here from Graham Smith. He's been able to get away with it. He's got a rear wing now because the bonnet's been, the boot's been popped open on the 777 car.
It's got something flapping in the back there too.
And I reckon there's some fluid and coolant on the road there. The radiator in Graham Smith's car, the Hazard Solutions car, is a bit of a hazard of its own, unfortunately, because it's depositing its radiator's contents on the road, and that will bring out the safety car. Talk me through it.
Here he goes. He's just too late under brakes. He's collided with 777, and yeah, unfortunately put them both in the wall.
And that is just a simple mistake there. Not only does Declan Fraser hit the wall side on, it's a tyre wall, so that's the great part of there, where he's behind it all, but you've got the tyres and the rubber belt. Still doesn't mean that that's a nice noise, though.
James Moffat, sort of a bittersweet day for yourself, or just weekend for yourself. We farewell you from the Gary Rogers Motorsport garage, but I'm sure it's not the end of your career in supercars.
Yeah, that's probably a good way to describe the weekend, to be honest. A bit bittersweet, but at the same time, I've been really looking forward to this weekend. There's been a lot of hype about Newcastle, and so far it's delivering. What a great circuit, very challenging from a driving perspective, and to see so many fans out here is just amazing. So that's a great special thing to be a part of, and yeah, hopefully we can have a good race not only today but also finish off strongly tomorrow.
You speak of the fans and the vibe around town during the parade lap just before. You know, it must have been amazing to see just how many people are here.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, I think there's probably going to be a lot of people around the country sitting back at on their couches wishing they were here, because the pictures are absolutely amazing with the beachfront and the harbour here as well. So yeah, I think from a Newcastle point of view, they can't be any more happier. And the weather's fantastic. So the event, I'm going to call it a success even before the race has started.
It's pretty special what the team have done for you. 101 rounds. You've got the hand and footprint of your little son Max. That's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice touch from everybody at GRM. So to have the little fella's hand and footprints on the car is something I won't forget. Pretty special. But yeah, 101 supercar rounds. Wish I could say I'd be adding to that next year, but at this point probably unlikely in a full-time sense. But pretty confident I'll be around in the paddock probably come the big races in September and October. So you're not going to get rid of me that easily.
We wish you all the best for this weekend, and I'm sure that your future endeavours will certainly be bright. Thanks, James.
Thank you. Cheers.
When we sneak in here, you just had the family in the car for the parade lap. How do you feel?
Yeah, trying to fight the tears back, to be honest. That was pretty special. The response that all the crowd gave was, you know, made the last 20 years worthwhile, to be honest. That was really special. And to have the kids and Christy there was, yeah, a special day for us all.
What does it mean to you, mate?
Well, it's really the end of an era. You know, it's what I've worked for and towards since I was 9 years old, basically, is come to an end now. So a lot of heartache and blood, sweat and tears and a bit of success along the way, but, you know, extremely lucky to have been able to do what I've done for my whole life, really. And so, yeah, it is obviously a little bit emotional being at the end of it now, but, you know, very happy, lucky to have such a beautiful family and looking forward to the next stage.
This game is all about family, mate. Fantastic they could be here. You've done a super job. It's not done just yet. Savour the rest of the weekend. Well done.
Thanks.
Run back to the control line. Green flags fly. It's Hill, Owen, Jimmy Vernon, Nick Carroll and Aaron Borg. That's the top five. Let's see how they all go on cold tyres, because they really didn't get too much of a swing at things in the first few laps.
Yeah, that's right. And we've still got 5 laps remaining in this race. Hopefully that's enough time for them all to get through that cleanly and yeah, finish it all under green. It'd be great to see.
You can hear Steve Owen there sliding back to another gear. I guess with these cars being a production-based racing car, we tend to hear and see some of the drivers not just using the brakes to slow down, using the engine to slow down too.
Yes, and to be honest, I think you'd probably be more likely to do that when you don't have to pay the bill to fix it. Yeah, it's one of those things, I think, to really get the most out of the car, you've got to look for those tiny little bits. But it is a production-based car, and if you're going to do that sort of stuff too much, you might end up having more mechanical failures.
When you're an invited driver coming into the weekend too. You're racing against competitors who are in a series there. They've got their own thing going on over 15 races. Do they play nice with you, or do they tend to just treat you like everybody else?
Yeah, look, they treat you like everyone else, and to be honest, I'm probably a bit kinder than I would be normally if I was racing in the championship. I figure it's not my championship, it's not my car, I'm here under the grace of Toyota, so I try to keep it really clean when I'm racing out there and not ruin anyone else's championships.
It's very nice of you.
It is. I'm a very nice person, Aaron.
We know.
Just ask me.
Cameron Hill's not being nice because he's getting away from your old car there. Steve Owen is hanging on as they climb back up the hill. This is a really steep climb in a short space of time. There's Aaron Seaton from the back of the grid. He's up to 11th. Not a bad job.
Yeah, he's been doing a fantastic job this race, just picking them off one by one, and yeah, like I say, he's already moved up to 11th, so it's great to see him and some of the others working their way through the field.
Oh, Liam McAdam and Christopher Manley got together there, and for a second I thought Liam McAdam was heading to that concrete wall on the right-hand side. James Wilkins here, the Englishman, as you can tell by the Union Jack on the roof of car 15. At the moment, he's running in position 6. But he's under fire from Dylan Thomas, Jonathan Webb, who we ride on board with, Cameron Crick. They're all lined up. It's Australia versus England. No cricket bats here, just race cars.
It's getting a bit of a queue behind him, and I'm just hoping that we don't get a repeat of race 1 where they all run and crash into each other.
Great little sound of these Toyotas that pump out about 180 kilowatts at 7,500 RPM, 6-speed gearbox, an AP Racing brake package, Motec engine management, Dunlop Director tyres. It's a great package. The Toyota 86 Racing Series pushing on down to turn 1. Cameron Hill continues to lead. Steve Owen, Jimmy Vernon. There is 4th place. Nick Carroll doing a really good job, but this is where the fight is at. Aaron Bork, James Wilkins, Dylan Thomas and Jonathan Webb, who we ride on board with, are all fighting for 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th with a handful of laps to go. This will show you how the road drops away. You can't see the next corner. You can't see the cars in front. If something goes wrong for them, it's going to go wrong for you very quickly.
Absolutely. It takes a lot of commitment through this section of the track. And like you say, you can't see around the corner. So you're already committed before you get there. If something happens around that corner, it's just going to be a bit of bad luck that you might get caught up in it, which is what we saw in the first race today.
Through those 90-degree left and rights that are reminiscent of the staircase section of the Adelaide Street Circuit in South Australia. Thomas here, showing the nose, tapping the brake there. Fast sweeper, but you're not even through the sweeper and you're already on the brake to slow for the hairpin. But it's not really a place where you can jump up the inside. What you can do is pounce on someone who runs wide.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what it's all about in this sort of category, one-make categories. You've actually got to try and pressure that guy in front of you to make a mistake and be ready to take the opportunities when they come.
Great to ride with Jonathan Webb, one of our 2 invited drivers here this weekend. Warren Locke is back with us in an off-track mentor role as well. As they fly on through, up towards turn 2, away from the harbour. And there's fans all the way up the hill here, left and right. They have packed into Newcastle Street Circuit today. Tell you what, talk about voting with your feet. There's a lot of feet here today.
Absolutely. Anyone who said that Newcastle wasn't going to get behind this event has clearly been shown wrong this weekend. And speaking to Garth after the driver parade earlier, he said if the place is packed and he loves seeing everybody so enthusiastic out of the track today.
James Wilkins not too keen here with the enthusiasm levels being shown because they are all aimed at him. Dylan Thomas wants his spot. Jonathan Webb would love it as well. But the young Englishman's done a really nice job here. So far, so good. He went from 19th to 9th in the race earlier in the day. And he's actually a graphic design student, originally from the UK, but he lives in Queensland now. And Dylan Thomas, who's a bit of a gun when it comes to body car racing, he's done a lot over the years. Did a bit of Porsche Carrera Cup in the Pro-Am rounds as co-drivers for the regular pilots in that series, and has been in this series this year. We're heading out now onto the last lap. Cam Hill has snuck away. 3 seconds back to Steve Owen. think you were right at the start of this one. Beating him is really going to be hard this weekend.
Yeah, he's come out just so much faster than anyone else, and like you say, 3-second gap in just a few laps shows just how well he's doing. He's just doing everything right this weekend. Probably hoping to make a clean sweep, pole and 3 race wins would be what he's aiming for, given that the championship is now out of his reach. But if he keeps doing this, he should be able to secure second for himself.
He just goes by Declan Fraser, who steps right out of the way of the leader, so that's a good job from the young teenager who doesn't want to get in anyone's way. He knows that these are the fast cars, these are the guys running at the front for the series points. In fact, he's very courteous there. He's waited for virtually the top 10 to go on through, so well done to Declan. Cameron Hill is on his way home. He's won more races in this series than anyone this year, but he's had some failures. He's bowled a few wides, and Baptist was one of them where he had a damaged race car and very minimal points that pretty much counted him out for the year. But he's really established himself as a star of this series. He won the Formula 4 National Series a couple of years ago. He was a contender here in the series last year. Finished third in the points, and it's his birthday tomorrow, so he's lining himself up for a very good birthday present. Cameron Hill takes the win in race 14. Steve Owen and Jimmy Vernon across the line to complete the podium. Nick Carroll, I reckon he's driver of the weekend so far, to be someone who hasn't been in that position before, to get there and stay there fourth. That's a good job.
Yeah, and especially at a new circuit, he's really showed that he's matured a lot throughout the year, and he's been able to come to grips with this circuit quickly, and he's done a fabulous job.
Let's have a look at a replay here on the run home. Oh no, Jared Maggs. Oh boy, it's still going, it's still going. He made it around the corner. I thought he was going down the escape road there for a second, but he managed to get away with it, and he finished in position 21. So recapping how they finished the podium in this race, same as race 13. Cameron Hill, Steve Owen, Jimmy Vernon, Aaron Borg in P5 from James Wilkins, Thomas Webb, Crick and Luke Vanner rounded out the top 10. Outside the 10, Jared Whitty, Aaron Seaton from the back of the grid, Liam McAdam from the back of the grid, Jake Klein. So they got their way through about half of the field. Dylan Golson was chasing them. He finished 16th. Highlights for race 14 of the Toyota 86 Racing Series. And Steve Owen took it right up to Cameron Hill down the first corner, but again, it was pretty hard to see much more of car triple one for the rest of the day.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him. He was so far out in front, we didn't really see him, but there's plenty of action going on further back in the field.
Luke Vanner with a bit of contact. Dylan Thomas had propped and stopped trying to get a run on Aaron Borg. The rest of them all fanned out to avoid it. A bit of damage to that car, but he managed to get it home in position 10. How about this? Graham Smith, ouch, into the side of Declan Fraser. That brought out the safety car, and then it became a dash to the checkered flag. They couldn't catch Cameron Hill. Jonathan Webb was trying hard to catch all of them, using a bit of curve on the run up towards turn 2. This could have been bad for Liam McAdam. Bit of a touch, looked at the concrete, went the other way. Probably the best way to go. He finished in 13th. Jared Maggs on the last lap had a bit of rallycross action going on. A few Scandinavian slides, but got it back and got it rolling to the finish line. Cameron Hill, fastest lap of the race, made it 2 from 2. Another win, 3.4 seconds clear of Steve Owen with Jimmy Vernon, the series champion-elect, rounding out the top 3 in race 14 of the Toyota 86 Racing Series.